So I've been sick for the past weeks, but I wanted to you guys bring you this video. I'm gonna talk to you guys about how you're gonna start your book. And we're not making excuses here.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
So even if I'm sick, even if I'm in my pajamas, we're gonna start this book. So the first thing you're gonna need for starting your book is you're gonna need a notebook. Why a notebook? You're going to destroy this notebook with all your ideas. It doesn't matter, whatever you have in your mind is going in this notebook. I mean characters, I mean settings, I mean plots idea, I mean plot twists, everything, even the most stupidest idea. We don't have stupid ideas. Sorry, I said that, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. This notebook is gonna help you a lot in the writing process, especially if you're trying to write a fantasy book. And when I mean fantasy book is when you're trying to make a world building. So this notebook is gonna be really handy at that point if you're going to be world building. I'm gonna make a video different for world building because it's a heck of a lot. The second thing you're gonna need is you need to read. You need to read in order to write. The mind is a muscle, and the same is inspiration. And is for me, I usually just read a little bit on whatever is bubbling up in my head. Then I start to write, and then I stop reading that kind of books because I don't want to by accident plagiarize anyone, because it could happen. So take that in mind. But what I do is I try to absorb as much as the media as I can, but in a variety of ways. I mean books, I mean anime, I mean series, I mean games, everything. Example, I've been writing another book apart from my vampire one. Is about a princess and this. Anyway, I'm world building right now. So and I'm world building with magic. And something that was really helpful for me was playing Baldur's Gate with my husband. Yeah, that helped me a lot. It's funny, but it did help, especially with the world building. Oh, and you need to read mythology. Mythology is a good way. So if you go and find books about mythology or even history, maybe you're writing about wars, so you already had two world wars, so you can read a lot about that. That can help you a lot. And also you need to find information about what you're going to be using. Next thing is you're gonna make a map. What I mean with a map is, obviously if you're world building, you're gonna build that world in a map. But I also mean like the house. If you're gonna place it in a house, example, my vampire book is placed basically in an island, and some of the things, most of the things especially, are in a house. So I design a small map of the house to visualize where I'm gonna put each person or each room and the distance that each room is, in order to make it a little bit realistic when they're like running away from something or something is coming by the window. This will give you a little bit more focus in describing this to your reader. So always map things. Is gonna, believe me, right now it doesn't gonna make sense, but when you're writing, it's gonna make a lot of sense. And the other thing that I'm gonna tell you is just gotta start writing. You don't have to worry about errors. I know a lot of people that start writing their books and they're more inclined in their grammatical errors instead of writing the book. The first thing of writing is you have to put in your mind that the first draft is for yourself. It's not for anybody else. This first draft is for yourself. Nobody's gonna see it. Nobody's gonna care. That draft is for you, is for telling the story. After draft 1, in draft 2 is when you're gonna add things that maybe need. Maybe add some more plots, maybe even birth some new characters. In draft 2, you are gonna there go a little bit more with the grammatical errors. Right now, I'm in draft 4 of my novel and I still find grammatical errors. That's because you've been so submerged in your book that you cannot detect the grammatical errors. That is why beta readers are so important. So keep that in mind. Don't feel bad. It's normal. The most important thing is doing that first draft. That draft is for you. That draft is for creating your story. Then you can add, you can take, you can do whatever you want after that first draft is done. Also really important is that you go yourself back in time when you were in school and they ask you to do an essay. This is going to help you a lot. You remember when you went to school and the teacher will say, oh, you need to do an essay in this, and you needed to go to Google and find information or the encyclopedia or whatever, and then you had to put that information in your own words. Well, for your book, you're gonna need to do that also. You need to get information in things that you never would thought you will need information. Not to stop the video, my husband just called. So yeah, back. I'm sorry, I have a notebook here. I don't want to leave anything out. So you remember when your teacher told you that you needed to do an essay and you needed to find information about certain themes? So that's the same that you're gonna do with your book. You need to find themes that goes with what you're writing. Example, my princess book, I need magic, so I needed to find about magic. I need creatures, so I needed to go full mythology and find information about creatures. The vampire one, I submerge myself in vampire lore and popular series and everything like that. So you need to do the same for your book. And also remember when you did that essay, and then that essay you basically did a in Spanish we call it borrador. I can get them. This is the problem when you know 2 languages, my people. This is the problem. You think in both languages. Anyway, you do that first essay, and then you basically put that essay and you clean it up. That's what's coming to mind. You clean it up, make it better. That's your first draft, basically. In myself, what I do is I usually, when I get an idea, I write it. It could be paper, it could be my computer. I write it in a Word document apart, and then when I go to the document where I'm building my book, I transfer that information into the document about my book and try to polish it a little bit. But that's my first draft, so I don't go full gone anything. Remember, first draft is just first draft. Second draft, you're gonna change sentences, you're gonna change characters, you're gonna change plot, you're gonna change scenes. That second draft. First draft is all the uglies and the nasty, important to write that story. And I think I'm gonna leave this video here. Sorry for my appearance. Sorry. I'm trying to basically, I'm recording in my room, in my pajamas. It's been a tough week for me. I have some autoimmune problems, so sometimes I flare up. But I want to help you guys with writing your book, and also want to find my people that also like anime and maybe inspire you if you like anime to write your own book. But sometimes it's hard for me, and I'm trying to basically show myself as I am, even if I'm sick or even if I'm not like in a pretty beautiful state, but here we are. We're human after all. And if you're going also through an autoimmune disease or something that's happening you with health, remember you're not alone. And if you're writing your book, you're not alone. If you're a surviving millennial, you're not alone. We're here in this trying to make something about everything that's going here in this world and everything we're going as surviving millennials. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. If you have any doubts, please tell me in the comments. I will try to respond to you. Also, uh some part in here is my TikTok. Go there, watch. I have some funny videos there. Even I also upload some of those videos here in my YouTube short. So if you want to laugh, go there, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Bye.